up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Retro Seller. In this episode, we'll be covering a cheap handheld Chinese knockoff that looks sort of like a PSP Vita. It's kind of what they're going for. Very popular if you look around on different shopping sites like eBay, Amazon, Wish, Banggood, AliExpress. They're all over the place for prices varying from $10 to $70. Some come with like 3,000 games, some come with 10,000 games. You kind of just got to shop around if this is kind of what you want. Hopefully this review will give you some kind of insight as to whether or not you would want to purchase it yourself. The one that I ordered, the colors were supposed to be red and blue, sort of mimicking the colors of a Nintendo Switch, but you don't always get what you order, so I got this all yellow one, which I'm not complaining. Color wise, it's not that bad. But why don't we take a look at it and see what you think of it. Okay, so here's the console. I already unboxed this about a year ago is when I actually purchased it through Wish. I believe I got it for $28, where it was being sold as the X7 PSP. Has a 4.3-inch screen, 16 gigabyte ROM. Says it comes with 3,000 plus games. There's probably closer to maybe 200 or 300, and much like a lot of the Chinese knockoffs, a lot of those games are duplicates or homebrew games. Nothing really special. On this particular one, the systems aren't categorized as far as the emulators are concerned. So when you go into the menu, you don't see, for instance, games listed as NES or Super Nintendo or Game Boy Advance or Genesis or any of that. They're all lumped into one giant menu, and you just kind of guess which system that it came off of. But as I said, it's being marketed as a PSP, X7 PSP. You can see the similarities. I have here an actual PSP to show you the comparison between the two. You can see it, the shell is similar, sort of. Has a different button configuration, obviously. It is not as thick as a PSP, but there's actually a mechanism in there which holds the UMD discs that is not used on this one because it uses a TF card. But screen size, it's similar. Quality, however, is not. And you're talking a system that came out, 20 years ago-ish? And this technology is far superior to what you're going to actually get on this. Set that aside. As far as build quality goes, it's very cheap. It's very light, cheap plastic. Very typical of most Chinese knockoffs. What do you get on it here? You get your TF card slot, which this one really isn't loaded with any games. There's some internal games on it. You do have the ability, supposedly, to add your own ROMs to it. I attempted to do that, but most of the ROMs that I loaded up on it do not run, unfortunately. Uses a micro USB, old school. You probably have tons of these laying around. It came with a cable, but I got like 20 of these things from super old cell phones. So this is very dated technology. Has a AV out and audio. Reset button here. On the top you have your volume buttons, plus and minus, your power button, and this also functions sort of as a power button or a lock button. I'm not sure. You can turn it on but not off, and it's just confusing. Trigger buttons are garbage. You can see they're not really solid, and fortunately there's hardly any games that actually utilize it, so you won't be using them. But if you press up here, you get nothing. Here on this one works. This one you really have to press, so you kind of got to get down towards the ends for them to function. The D-pad, you can't even call it a D-pad. They're individual buttons, so you don't get that real good control on it. That it won't work well for fighting games. They're not bad buttons. They're not rubbery or soft, so they're okay. Analog sticks are trash. These are horrible. You won't even use these things at all. Even if you listen, I mean, they rub if you listen. I don't know if you can hear it. They don't even sound right. You have your escape button, start, select. That's about it. Nothing special. It also comes with a camera, as you can see there. Complete garbage. I remember having a little pocket digital camera that I got like 20 some years ago. This is less quality than even that thing is. I mean, this is useless. So why even bother to waste the space with it? I don't know. But let's power it on. You'll see like a standard menu that's common in a lot of these handhelds. Most of the games you see on there, it doesn't even play. So there's the screen. It's not terrible. It's also the same menu that the Powkiddy J6 uses as well. The viewing angles from side to side aren't bad, but as you can see, they wash out. Almost get like a film negative effect if you look at it from up or down. But it's not terrible. I've definitely seen worse. But anyway, here's your menu. You see the games that are already preloaded on the main menu. 3 Wonders. You got Samurai Metal Slug, Captain Commander, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, or Dinosaurs and Cadillacs, whatever it is. Punisher, King of Fighters, Street Fighter 2, Final Fight, Pro Gear, Fatal Fury 2. What the heck, while we have this up here, why don't we actually check out Metal Slug? You hear the volume's not too bad. I'll probably lower that a little bit. Sound quality, it's a little on the tinny side. You're welcome. Anyway, that's how you get back, is through the escape button. And B gets you back into the main menu. Let's go down to the menu. You have games, music, pointless, pictures, none on here. Why bother loading any? Video, useless. Camera, useless. Tools. Settings, you have your display where you can adjust the brightness. This one's all the way up. Power saving mode, date, time, language, all that. TV out, off. It does not work. I hooked up a AV, standard AV cable to this and hooked it up to the TV, and all you hear is the sound. Even if you put the TV out to on, it doesn't work. All you get is audio through your TV, so that is useless. That's pretty much it. So let's go down to where the games are. Now, everything's going to be different depending on where you get this from. Like I said, this is a very common system. This one being marketed as an X7 PSP. Others I've seen it called a PXP. All by different names. They basically use the same shell. A couple of them have slightly different button configuration. They pretty much all have this very same menu, which is very common in Chinese knockoffs. Some of them may be organized better than this one is, because this one's crap. You have a list of, you go in the directory list, you have internal memory and card memory. Card memory doesn't really have anything on it. Couple games that I attempted to load, Super Mario Land, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tekken Advance, for the Game Boy Advance, they don't work. That's all I really attempted. Dragon's Lair didn't work. Silkworm didn't work. These are MAME games. Mega Drive, I didn't load anything up. NES, nothing on it. These are ones on the card, of course. I tried Mickey Mania from Super Famicom. Doesn't work. But if you go to the preloaded games, oops, sorry. It's not going to run it. See? If you go back to the internal memory, you'll see these are listed in this system as fighting games and racing games. They are not actually organized that way. The ones listed as racing games, as you can see, aren't all racing. You got Super Mario Bomberman, Mario Pinball Land, Mario Party Advance, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Wario Land 4. So why don't we do one of the standard-ish games and do a Mario game. So it doesn't handle it too poorly. Let's try the analog stick. It is garbage. Can't even get it to stay right. This is terrible. D-pad's not much better, to be honest with you. This is Sonic and Knuckles. Oh, incidentally, if you look in the back, these are where the speakers are. Technically, it's just one speaker, which is on this side. The holes are here for a speaker, but there's only one. It's mono, and it's right there. The placement of them isn't so great, because when you're holding it, you're kind of blocking the speaker holes. So that's not ideal. But it handles the emulation even on this rather well. It's not much along the lines of screen tearing on it. As you can see, it sort of handles the speed of it well. I've never played this SpongeBob game, so this will be my first experience with it. Just can't jump on things. Oh. So he does have the ability to defend himself. Here's one of those knockoff homebrew Mario games. Looks like it would be something, even though the title screen's a little bit off center. But let's see what this is about. See, very poorly animated as far as whatever's going on with his legs. Music sounds like it would be a Mario game. I guess we don't touch things in this. Here we have a knockoff game that's Super Mario 14. That looks legit, huh? Looks like some sort of Kung Fu Ninja Mario. I think this was on the SUP 2 as well. Here we have GT Advance Championship Racing for some kind of system. Oh well, Advance, obviously Game Boy Advance on this one. Don't know what this looks like on the actual Game Boy Advance. Couldn't tell you if this is better. It's a little choppy, but doesn't seem to be handling it too badly, at least not as badly as I am driving it. It's real squirrely. Let's try the analog stick on this one. Oh, that's crap. If you look at the image on it, I don't know if you can really see it as well. Very blurry. So it's not really crisp. Alright, so this is actually a Game Boy Advance game. I actually have it. I'm on a Game Boy Advance. It's Pac-Man collection, so you got Pac-Man Arrangement, original Pac-Man, Pac Attack, Pac-Mania. See where I'm going because of this. Doesn't handle the turns well. Most of these games that have real crappy D-pads or analog sticks, you don't do the turns on them well at all. So Pac-Man is terrible on these. So you try to get into a corner and it just gets hung up. This one is no exception. Again, if you look at the graphics on it, it's not as crisp and clear as it is on, say, the Game Boy Advance. It's very blurry. And it doesn't seem like it's cropped correctly. Like it's sort of zoomed in a bit on the character. You'll see how there's Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. They're actually all the same. They're all the Diddy Kong one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is in here a couple times. Crash Bandicoot, Metal Slug's in here a couple times. Super Mario is in here several times. Tons of Mario games on this. So as you can see there, up here we have Tekken Advance, the Game Boy Advance, and down here it repeats again. So you see a lot of that in here. So even out of the 281 games on it, I believe is what's actually on it. It says it's 300. It actually says 3,000, but it's 300. It says elsewhere when you order it, but it runs out to about 281 games, many of which are homebrews and repeats. But it's not bad. There's Crash Bandicoot again, so you can see how there's a lot of repeats on Dragon Ball Z's in here several times. Earthworm Jim. I mean, I could sit here and go through and play tons of games on it, but this video would be a few hours long if I actually did that. There's an idea of what's actually on it. So my opinions on it. I spent 28 bucks on it. As I said before, you could see it elsewhere from anywhere from $8, $10 to $70. Be choosy if you really feel that you need it. I don't feel that I do. I play on it every so often. Not too much when I have much better handhelds to choose from than this one. But I like collecting ones, even crappy ones like this. And if you're into that, then pick it up. It'd be good to get for a kid who probably doesn't know any better as far as quality is concerned. And they can have fun with it. There's some games on it that play very well, other ones that play like crap. I mean, it is what it is. Uh, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd probably give it a 2.5. Um, do I recommend that you get it? Probably not. There's much better things out there. Um, Maybe not necessarily in this price range. The Sup 2 that I got for $12, I think, is actually more fun as far as what it has on it than this. Although this one, as I said, you can add ROMs, but good luck finding any that'll actually run on it. Um, it's okay. Um, I don't regret getting it, but I don't get as much use out of it as you would think. So it's up to you whether or not you would want it. Like I said, it's okay. I guess that'll do it. I don't know what else to say. It is what it is.